So, I'm trying to show you guys something real quick. What's going on in the stock markets right now is complete and total fear. So, I'm trying to show you guys that the stock market's been going on since, well, let's pick a date. Come on, stop it. This is my first time doing a screen record. I don't know if I said that already. But this goes back 100 years. See, it's like 1920s, 1915 right there. You see all these gray lines and everything. Those are right before a massive dip. Everybody right here, this massive dip there, that is extreme fear. Everybody was crapping their pants right about here. And there, and there, and there. But you keep on going. You see now we're in the 2000 over here. And look at these massive drawdowns. And then it rips right back up. Now, these are over the courses of years, of course. These things don't play out just nice and quick or anything like that. But if you're watching the market and studying prices, then you know when it's time to get in and when it's time to get out. So, well, you can get a good idea of when to get in and get out. So the beautiful thing about owning stocks is, one, when this stuff is happening, you have a team of people that are trying to do the best for their company. They're trying to make sure that their company is going to survive. Now, the bad thing about not owning stocks, well, about owning them is, one, if you're holding them, that's a large drawdown. If you're getting ready to retire right here, I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry, but if you hold on and you don't end up getting sick or dying or anything crazy like that, you can just ride that right back out and keep it on going, right? So if you are young and you don't have anything, and back here, let's go closer to now, let's go to now. You're all the way up here right now. You're young and you don't have any stocks, any assets, nothing like that. You're hoping for one of these drawdowns to come, because if that happens, that means you can get in and accumulate some wealth while everything starts trending back up, which means less hard decisions when it's time to, take off of work, less hard decisions when a spouse or somebody gets sick and you say, forget this, I don't need this job. I'm going to spend my time at the hospital and blah, you get the point. So it all depends on where you are and what age you are and when you're investing. But that's the good thing and the bad thing about owning stocks. Another good thing about owning stocks is that team that's going to, come to bat for these stocks and these shares and everything, that team will do something that's pretty messed up. You'll think it's messed up, but they need to keep their bonuses and their lifestyle and everything like that. So what they'll do when you get here, all the way down, they're firing people. They're letting everybody go. Everybody's getting fired and laid off. Now, there's times in history where this happens for a long period of time. We don't know what time, and we don't know where we are right now. Either way, when these people are laying people off, if you own stocks, yeah, you had that whole drawdown, but more than likely the economy's probably crap and you're going to need extra money. So you got to sell them or borrow against them, and you have extra, you see where your dollars are. If you had no stocks, that means you're probably laid off and you have hopefully savings. But, the way inflation works, your savings probably ain't going to be worth much. So it's going to be pretty painful. You know what I mean? Another bad thing about owning stocks is this is all fake. You don't actually own any of this. Like, a company called DTCC actually owns it. And if anything really happened, those guys get the claim. You're just kind of you're left and you get the pittance, the scrap, or whatever. That's the bad thing about stocks. So let's see if I can pause this and go to crypto screen. All right, so what you're looking at here, this is Bitcoin's chart. This is going back, as you can see, from 2015 up until 2028. Each one of these candles is a monthly candle. And funny fact, when I started looking into how to read these charts and stuff, I found out something quite interesting.
Before you go any further,
what's up?
I just want to explain to people what a candle is.
Oh, okay, good stuff.
Oops, make it bigger, love.
Oh, stop it. Get out of here. What are you doing?
So you see these individual little colors here, the yellow, the green, the red.
Yeah.
That right there, those are each called a candle. And where you see this long stick right there, here, that's a wick.
That's a wick. So I really needed to learn this stuff because I can't stop trucking, obviously. And I'm not wealthy yet, but studying these things, really puts you in a prime position to get out of the rat race. So back in, I don't want to go through the history, of crypto, but I knew about it since back in 2011. Either way, 2011, I found out about Bitcoin. I got some, and I didn't get it yet. 2013.
Yep.
Okay, 2013, I found out about Bitcoin. Didn't know what it was. Nobody knew what it was. Had some, the price went up, and I sold it. Oops, crap. So, 2016 or so, I'd have to say I found out about Ethereum, and I found out probably around here. Found out about Ethereum, and this time I got a message.
That's okay.
Fine.
Bills.
Okay, this time found out about Ethereum. This time I figured something's different here. I like whatever this is, and it helps me to pay my bills. So the price goes up, and of course I end up selling it. It does crazy numbers after that, but what are you gonna do? Another time came upon us, and this time I was paying attention. This time I thought to myself, like, this crypto thing seems to be staying, and it's only been good for me, and I'm getting tired of telling family members and friends about it at that point in time. So, where is it? 2017. Yeah, right about here, 2017. So this time I get some, and I really start studying it. I'm really watching it, and I had from 2017 till I think, babe, when did we get our lump sum?
2019.
2019. Okay.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Yep, 2019.
Okay. So it was actually about, oh man, I don't have my times right. I hope I don't have to do this whole recording all over again. Going back through history, So it had to be around here. Okay. So 2019, I see that the market's about to run up, and we are trying to get our money into the market any way we can, and things are just not working out. And so I do what I can. I start learning about mining and everything. The prices start running up, and you start to see the news really giving it bad coverage and stuff like that. They only gave it good coverage when it was all the way up here, all the way up the top. Now remember, this is huge moves here, So they're giving it all sorts of bad press, and then right when everybody gets in, the market tanks again. I'm like, oh, these guys are trapping people. It's a game. All right. So we made a good amount of money there. Nothing crazy, nothing life-changing, but I wanted to, this time get in.
It was changing my life enough.
No, that was not yet. That was up here in 2020. 2020. That was this run up here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong time frame then.
Yeah. All right. So this time I decided, since I can't stop working to go to school, go to college or anything, I'm going to study the world, study these charts, and see exactly what it is that I should be doing. So we watched it, and we both noticed, like for the third time now, like there's a slow creep. Stop it. There's a slow creep of the price stopping and then just kind of gradually going up. Remember, these are monthly candles, So this time we're like, okay, when people aren't paying attention, it kind of stops and levels out. And then the news and the hype cycle comes back in, and the market just goes up, and it goes up drastically. It goes up freaking hardcore, And so this time we're in it. I got my miners and everything set up, and, we're riding the wave up, and I don't get as much as I want at that point in time. The market crashes, but I still get exactly, I got something to help Marie out. And, mission accomplished. Good. They say if you do it once, you could do it again, right? So watch the market come on up and a big old flush down. Now, why I really focused on crypto because back here in this area, right before 2020 kicked in, I called the market right. I didn't know that back in 2008, they had changed the rules to where if the market was ever going to crash or do anything crazy, they just print a bunch of money and make the stock market run up. So I got a stock called FAZ right around this point, right? And I'm expecting the market to just dump. And it did. 2020 came around. Let me fix that. 2020 came, and the market plummeted because of COVID, and everything was supposed to go to crap then so that the reset could happen and so that people can start to afford these prices. These things were supposed to be cheaper. already. It never happened because they turned on quantitative easing, which is basically printing money. You know what I mean? So let me show you what FAZ looks like. The video is getting a little long, but I'm almost finished. Okay, so the last time that FAZ did really well, which is a stock that does good when the stock market's doing bad, was back here in like 2008. You see the whole, come on, stop it. Well, you see the price of this thing here, you know. Can you just imagine what the top of these spikes are at if I can just get it on there? Either way, that's a lot of money per one share. So I'm watching the economy, you know, probably from like here and forward. And I'm like, yo, this stock called FAZ thing, if the market tanks, it's going to do wondrous things. Well, the market did start to tank, but then they turned on the printers, the money printers, and the market shot right back up. It was a V-shaped recovery. Anybody that owned stocks was massively wealthy and happy. Everybody else was locked down and inside of their homes and couldn't do nothing about it. And, you know, we missed our shot to jump into something special there. So that's when I learned that they will change the rules on you when it suits them. And so they want this market to keep on going. Remember the chart I showed you in the beginning? That chart was from 100 years ago. So until now. So the market's not going anywhere is what I'm trying to say. And if I have an opportunity to get in while the market is just cheap, then it's really smart to get in while the market's cheap. That's why I try to tell folks, like, you know, study the world, study the markets. You probably will make out quite well in the end. Pause. All right. So back to this chart. Something strange that I felt, or not strange, I just didn't realize that that's what we were looking at, is these candles here, they're not tracking the price. These candles are tracking human emotion. When you see this here, this is panic. This is fear. People are afraid here, and you're seeing it tracked by the numbers on the side there. And when it's green, people are euphoric. They're happy. They're feeling wealthy. They're going out shopping. You know, things are great. Now, let me pull this here up. Stop it. They're scared because, depending on where you are in life, a 30% drop in what you thought you were retiring with is a steep, heart-pounding thing. When I was saving up money to get the gift for Marie, I had to ask myself, like, look, can I sleep at night knowing that I got this much money on the line? And the answer was I couldn't. And so if I was to lose it all, I would feel horrible. So my answer was easy: get out of the market. And the market went up a little bit more, you know, but it came right back down, and we watched the bear market. That's when you get everything else that you want on sale, deep prices, and wait for the government to start pumping your bags. Government meaning the Federal Reserve, not necessarily the government. Those guys are a separate business, separate people. They got stockholders and stuff like that, people that own their shares, and those people have to have the best thing for them, you know, as shareholders. So we're all working pretty much for the Federal Reserve. I don't know if you guys knew that, but yeah, so there's that. All right, I think that's about all. This video is probably long, and yeah, I hope I explained some stuff and gave you a little bit of context as to, you know, what's going on and why, if these prices continue to drop, if these prices, this is a weekly chart now, continue to drop, zooming out. First, you find out how far are they going to go down by drawing some lines. I call this astrology for men. Well, because not only is this predicting human emotion and showing you the trends on where, you know, humans, most of them that are in this time period are thinking, but it also tracks through time. This is going into the future. This is, you know, unknown out here. We don't know where this is. We know this is farther into the future, but where's the price going to be in that point in time? If as long as it stays on this line, more than likely the trend is up and you stay in the market. And if it ever breaks that line, the trend is down and you might have something to think about, worry about, what have you, you know what I mean? All right, folks, that's it. Now I'm done. All right. Have a good night. And yeah, keep paying attention, folks. Oh, the way that you know that the stock market's going to come down, you're going to see a lot of people that are supposedly important go to jail. When you start to see that happen, stock market's going to go down. More than likely, the reason is because it's too expensive to keep their secrets anymore. You know, at a certain point, money's not worth anything. You know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with like life-altering panic attacks. There you go. Life-altering panic attacks and stuff like that. All right, folks. Now that's it. Bye.